welcome to my April TBR. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you all had a wonderful March reading. Unfortunately, I hit a massive slump and couldn't find my camera, so therefore couldn't record anything. Obviously I have found it now. But March was just a terrible month. I barely read anything, and what I did read I didn't really take in. So unfortunately, March's books will have to be rolled over. That goes for the entire TBR. So hopefully I can get these included on some of these reads. If not, they'll have to be added to the list regardless, as well as any buddy reads or buddy groups or group picks. Anything for readathons will have to be added as well. So I'm hoping the board will actually be a little mean to me this month, because I'm doing 30 books in 30 days for April and doing a mini readathon for my year-long readathon Batty for Books. I will leave the link up by here for the announcement video, so you can go check that out if you are not involved. It's never too late to sign up, and you can always backdate your books as well. So without further ado, let's get into our first roll. So for NetGalley Arc, I am going with Serial Killer's Wife by Alice Hunter. Every marriage has its secrets. Beth and Tom Hardcastle are the envy of the neighbourhood. They have the perfect marriage, the perfect house, the perfect family. When the police knock on their door one evening, Beth panics. Tom should be back from work by now. What if he's crashed his car? She fears the worst. But the worst is beyond imagining. As the interrogation begins, Beth will find herself questioning everything she believed about her husband. They're saying he's a monster, and they're saying she knew. This immediately drew me in. I absolutely adore thrillers, and this sounded really interesting. It's only about, let's say, about 400 pages, if that. It's 373 pages. So usually I'm able to knock thrillers out in one day, so this is going to be very helpful towards my 30 and 30. So, let's go on with the next roll. For Hyped Book, I am going to put on Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I can't believe I still haven't got around to this yet. It's intimidated me a little bit, so maybe that's the reason. I absolutely adored Divine Rivals. It was my favourite book of last year, and Ruthless Vows is the sequel, so really looking forward to this. It's historical, it's fantasy, it's romance, everything that I absolutely adore. And there's something about gods in here as well, which touched on the first one but didn't delve into it too much. But as far as I can make out what people have been saying on YouTube, that it's a lot more in depth in this one. So really looking forward to that. This is 417 pages. Obviously, I can't tell you too much about this one, but this is involving Iris and Roman, who are both news reporters and have been asked to go report on the war. They are enemies to lovers, which is one of my favourite tropes, and there's all about a magical typewriter. I can't delve into that too much because it gives the spoiler away, but absolutely, if you haven't read Divine Rivals, I highly recommend it. Complete and utter 5 stars, and I'm hoping this one will be the same, so that's getting added to the TBR as well. For no reviews, I've gone with Delta and the Lost City by Anna Farker. This is a NetGalley arc that I've got. It's not even out until the 4th of July. And it's a middle grade about Pompeii. And that's all I know about it, so let's read a little bit of the blurb. Follow Delta the wolf dog around Pompeii in 79 AD while the shadow of the great volcano Mount Vesuvius looms. It's the year 79 AD and the earth around Pompeii is quaking. Young wolf dog Delta finds herself on the run and escaping her family's villa after bearing witness to a horrible crime. With the help of her eagle friend Bellona, Delta navigates the tricky terrain full of threatening creatures and thieves outside the ancient city's walls. But the earth is warning of a much larger threat, and determined to warn her family, Delta must race against time and find them before it's too late. Journey with Delta through an inspiring journey around the ancient city of Pompeii and the famous eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. This sounds absolutely fantastic, and the cover immediately drew me in, and really looking forward to this. It's unlike anything that I've ever read before, so can't wait. And it's only 224 pages. So, let's get on to our next roll. So, for NetGalley arc that we managed to land on again, I'm going with Take a Chance on Me by Beth Moran. Would you get married at first sight? And it's not that big. Coming in at 338 pages. So it should be a quick romance. Meet Patrick Cooper down on his luck and head over heels in unrequited love. Meet Emma Donovan, eternally single, maker of cakes for many happy couples, whilst never making it down the aisle herself. Despairing of her own ability to find a suitable husband, Emma agrees to be part of a compatibility project to get married at first sight. Meanwhile, Cooper is struggling to get over his crush and seems destined to stay firmly on the shelf. Perhaps it's this time his fate was taken out of his hands. Is happily ever after just about daring to take a chance, or do you need some extra magic to make love last? So, obviously it's supposed to be a NetGalley arc, but I didn't get around to it. I purchased the paperback and completely forgot about it, so it was a nice refresher, nice little find, and shouldn't take me that long at all. So for mixed reviews, I go to Goodreads, and whatever is 3 point whatever or below that I count as mixed reviews. It's neither good neither bad, so for this I am choosing The Trap by Catherine Ryan Howard. To catch a killer, she'll become a victim. This is about someone trying to find their sister, so stays out on the road and hitchhikes and tries to retrace her sister's steps and find her killer. So this sounds absolutely incredible. This was a birthday gift of the in-laws, and obviously I haven't touched it since. That was last September, so definitely needs to be read by now. This was on last month's TBR. I didn't manage to get around to it, so I'm hoping now this is on for the second month, with also a reminder, anything that lasts 3 months on this channel on 3 TBR straight has to get on hold, because obviously I have no intention of reading it. So hopefully this will survive this month and actually get read. And this is 303 pages. So, unfortunately, that was all our rolls. The board actually decided to be nice to me for once, on the 1 month that I didn't mind if it was a little mean. But that's the way the dice rolls. So now we go for the rollovers for this channel, for the books that I didn't actually get to last month. So we will be re-adding The Ribbon Weaver by Rosie Goodwin. One winter's night, Molly Earnshaw rescues a newborn baby from the snow and changes 2 families forever. The tiny girl grows into a beautiful and gifted young woman. Although devoted to Molly, whom she believes to be her grandmother, Amy has far-reaching ambitions encouraged by her neighbour's son, Toby. She longs to move beyond ribbon weaving to designing the hats and clothes the ribbons adorn. Her talent is recognised by Samuel Forrester, the influential owner of famous hat factories and shops. But Samuel is a haunted man, with secrets in his past that torture him and his family. His son's wife, Eugenie, is deeply troubled, and when Amy's flair leads her to London and then Paris, Eugenie is consumed with jealousy. Amy's dreams seem to be coming true, but as more secrets are revealed and Amy is caught between 2 worlds, she must choose where her heart truly belongs. This is historical saga, and this is by one of my most favourite authors of all time, which is Rosie Goodwin. An absolutely lovely lady. This is also a library book, so it needs to get read as soon as possible. And hoping that I can add this onto the TBR and it'll get read. And this is on its 2nd month. And this is 329 pages. Then we are adding on Flawless by Elsie Silver. This is a cowboy romance, and that's all I need to know about it because I'm actually wanting to go into it blind. I don't do too well with cowboy romances, but I've heard nothing but good things about the series, so up to giving it a good crack. Then my biggest regret of March, I actually didn't get into Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is a bit of a booktube baby at the moment, and she is an absolute chonker. I really didn't need this adding on to this month's TBR, but it is what it is. I slumped, so therefore this is the 2nd month that it's going on for. And this is a coming-of-age romance, and apparently this is going to make me cry like a little baby, so we'll see how that goes. I did read Impossible Creatures by Catherine Rundell, but unfortunately I DNF'd that book. I just couldn't gel with the writing style. So gladly I will not be rolling that onto this month, and it has already been unhauled. Next up, I'll be adding Shadowhall Academy, The Whispering Wolves by Phil Hicks. This is a roll-on from last month, so this is on its 2nd month on the TBR. And Phil Hicks is the author of the Haunting of Evelyn Jones series. This is a brand new series that he's started. Welcome to Shadow Hall Academy, where spirits haunt the school halls. When Lillian Jones starts a creepy, cold and bewildering large Shadow Hall Academy, she's nervous about making friends. And when her roommates tell her the school's haunted, she thinks they're just trying to scare the new girl. But then bizarre things start happening, tapping and whispers in the walls at night, tales of missing students and strange figures in the woods. Lillian discovers that not only are the school ghost stories true, but her new friends could be in danger. So she sets out to uncover the secrets of Shadow Hall Academy, whatever it takes. This is a tiny little middle grade, and it shouldn't take me that long at all to fly through this. And this is 220 pages. I managed to read Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman, and it was still a 5-star read. Absolutely loved it. But like I said, unfortunately, I just happened upon that slump last month. So unfortunately, I only read Still Beating and DNF'd Impossible Creatures, and didn't get around to any of the books. I read a couple of picture books and graphic novels which were rereads, but other than that I didn't read anything new, and the picture books and graphic novels I've already read in my first month on this booktube channel, so if you want to know what those are, then head on over to this video here and go check them out. I am currently halfway through the Lucky Penny by Dilly Court, which is an historical romance. I'm really enjoying it so far. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a 5-star read, but probably more of a high 3-star to a low 4-star, but we'll just see how that goes. I highly anticipate finishing it before April's TBR starts, but if I don't, I will just reroll that on to next month as well. It won't count towards my 30 books in 30 days, but I'll still like to finish it out. So the last two from March's TBR that I have to roll on is Perfect Denial by Ali Vance. Yeah, the teeny tiny novella, I didn't even get round to this, so you can tell how bad March was for me. But this is a bad boy romance, that's all I know about it. It is the first in a duology. I've met Ali Vance in person. She's a really nice girl, and I hope to get and reread her books. I have read them before in the past, but I haven't got round to them in quite a while, so it'll be good to see if they still stand up to scratch, or if I need to unhaul them, or simply just put them into storage. So we'll see how it goes. Then I will be rolling on Alex Neptune Dragon Thief, and I just adore the sprayed edges on that book. It is the Waterstones version. It's only 247 pages, but I have actually DNF'd this before. A soft DNF, not a hard DNF. But I only got a couple of pages in. I couldn't gel with the writing at the time. I'm thinking it was probably a me issue, not the book. But we'll see how it carries on. It's very small, middle grade, so shouldn't take me too long at all. I should be able to finish this in about 2 or 3 hours maximum. So, it's going on the TBR. So, unfortunately, I make that to be 11 books with the ebook that I will put by here. And at the moment, this is my stack. And I will be leaving the rest of the books up to mood reads, see what I feel like at the time, maybe picture books and graphic novels, maybe full-length novels, and maybe 800-page books, who knows. but I do have a couple of good options that I would really like to get through this month, so we'll just see how the land lays. So that's it for this month's TBR. If you've liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe. Chat to me down below. How is your April TBR shaping up? Are you going to be doing 30 bucks in 30 days with me? Are you going to participate in the mini readathon? Let me know, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!